Imagine a world where the boundary between the human and the supernatural is as thin as snow, and love is a force that can transcend death itself. You are part of a household in 1908 Manchuria, where the air is thick with secrets, superstition, and the lingering presence of a woman who may not be entirely human. But when a mysterious fox spirit arrives at your door, claiming to be the reincarnated wife of a grieving man, you realize that this isn't just a story of romance. It's a tale of memory, identity, and the dangerous power of belief. Welcome to The Fox Wife, the first enchanting, atmospheric, and deeply emotional installment in Yangsze Choo's standalone masterpiece. If you love historical fantasy tropes, magical realism, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated joy of watching ordinary lives intersect with the extraordinary through wit, intuition, and superior empathy, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of winter with the profound warmth of enduring love. The narrative kicks off with the arrival of the Fox Wife, thrusting our protagonist into a complex web of family dynamics and societal expectations. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of pine and incense, the hum of whispered legends, and the creeping dread and excitement of knowing that every interaction could reveal a truth that changes everything. Choo excels at capturing the psychological nuance of living in a world where magic is real but dangerous, making every successful negotiation, every shared secret, and every narrow escape from scandal feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just sadness, but the loss of one's soul to the wild. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular supernatural romance trope and the brilliant interconnected lives dynamic. This isn't just about finding love. It's about understanding the complex ecology of the spirit world, managing limited emotional resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on fear and ignorance. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer the past, forge uneasy alliances with eccentric neighbors, and completely shock cynical strangers with their stubborn belief and hope is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the emotion to life, making the rustle of fur, the shudder of a tear, and the frantic chatter of the market feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular charm and the fantasy mechanics, the soul of the Fox Wife lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a collector. They are a deeply human individual struggling with the moral weight of holding on to the past while trying to build a future. The emotional anchor of the story is their fierce, unbreakable bond with the people they meet along the way, a found family bound by shared trauma and the knowledge that they are the only ones who truly understand the value of what has been lost. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet conversations in the shop feel just as impactful as the explosive, heart-pounding confrontations with the truth. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major revelation threatens to unravel the connections the protagonist has worked so hard to build, forcing them into a desperate, high-stakes confrontation with their own fears. The finale is a breathtaking display of emotional courage, strategic brilliance, and raw, unbridled love. They must use every hidden trick, every overloaded trap, and every ounce of their will to hold the line against an unstoppable tide of forgetting. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, paradigm-shifting victory that proves humanity's greatest weapon isn't its technology, it's its ability to remember. The Fox Wife is a triumph of the historical fantasy genre. It is smart, funny, and unapologetically intense. Yangsze Choo has crafted a novel that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog holding the line against oblivion. Plug in your headphones, check your pockets, and join the keeper. The world is full of lost things, but they're here to stay.